Okay, so today we're going to discuss the nanotechnology. So when speak about the nanotechnology concerned with okay with substances or molecules here having the nano structure. So nanostructure here very small, approximately 1 billionth of the size. So making that one small compared to the 1 billion smaller compared to the actual size. Okay, that's equivalent to your 1 is to 9, 1 is to the negative 9 particle size. So your nanotechnology is actually just application of this technology here, the different fields or different branches of the science or even different fields of our life here, including the field of your information communication technology, medical technology, agriculture, engineering. You have also here the life sciences, including the physics and your chemistry. Okay, you could create here a nanotechnology by just reducing the size of your molecules here. Just need to restructure or rearrange the structure of your atoms of your molecules and try to put that one into one structure or molecules that would make it a bigger one. So like a device, for example, you can create a device here wherein the ultra structure of that is made up of a design na atoms. Okay, you're doing this nanotechnology, and then all you need to do is just apply that one to different fields. So you could have here your devices applied here in the medicine, the field medicine, or even other fields here. That's for the improvement of the quality of your previous nanotechnology. Okay, so we apply here your nanotechnology primarily for the practical needs of the society and for the improvement. Okay, so we have here other definition of your nanotechnology. So it's concerned with the world of the ultra structure again, because as we are having this very small, we're concerning with the atomic level arrangement of your molecules of your atoms. Okay, but then it's trying to utilize here the principle of your chemistry or even your physics in order for you to create here a much improved type of technology that's being applied to our different fields of our lives. Another one, we have here another definition. This is also a process whereby to try to deliver goods and services at an ultra structure level. It's also a process whereby you're trying to engineer the structure of the matter because again, you could create the nanotechnology here by arranging the atoms in your molecules in order for you to have here a better quality or better technology. And then again, it apply it to different fields lang din. Okay, so we consider here also defined your nanotechnology as number one, a general purpose technology because again, this is a type of technology that could be applied to different field of science. Second one is also an enabling technology because again, it tries to support other technology. So we have here the definition of your nanotechnology from the US International Nanotechnology Initiatives. So I tried to, again, this is nanotechnology according to them, involve here the research and the technology development at the nanomolecular level. So at very small ultrastructure level. So again, this is just a technology wherein your eye could not see, but of course you just need to rearrange the structure of that ultrastructure. Sobrang liit niya. Okay, so usually ilan yung size? So nasa 1 to 100 nanometer ang kanyang size. Okay, so this new technology would introduce to us here in order for us then to understand about the principle here of the phenomenon of materials at a very structural level, ultra structure level. Another one, this also allows us then to apply the principle of this one in order for us to create or to use different devices or systems which would have here novel properties that could help here that would be applied different fields of science, including here the health or whatever it is. Okay, most likely that Okay, that's small because they have a very small size. So they could be applied on that. Okay, then we have here the term nanoparticles. So nanoparticles here are materials which would usually do not have the properties the same as ordinary materials. So this when we speak about nanoparticles, these are small particle size na mga materials. So this is not just an ordinary na materials. And at the same time, most likely this one came from the different chemicals. Most likely those are mga metal ions natin na ginagamit in your nanotechnology. Metal ions, like in the case of your silicon, carbon, or you could also have here your metal oxide in the form of your zinc oxide or even your titanium dioxide. Your nanoparticles could also made here from your nanocrystals. Pag nanocrystals, so again, this is already a compound primarily made up of the metals or even your silicon. Okay, the next one, we have here the different generations of your nanotechnology. This pertains actually here to the transition of the development of your nanotechnology. The earliest generation, the first generation nanotechnology, which is considered here to be the passive nanostructures. Pertains here to the application of your nanotechnology to your dispersed molecules, including your, for example, we have here your colloids, and we have also here your aerosol. So it's being applied in your coatings or even in your ceramics, okay, or even your polymers. The second generation, on the other hand, is multi-process. And this one is already involved here the active nanostructures. Like what bioactive devices, you could also have here your health targeted drugs. Bioactive devices, like for example, we have your amplifiers, actuators, and all. The next one, the third generation, is your nanosystem. So the third generation is being produced here by linking your second generation. So try to link or try to assemble your second generation to form here like three-dimensional structure or interface. So you can have already your robotic system. And the fourth generation is your molecular level nanosystems. So we have molecular assembly design, molecular devices by atomic designing. So this is much sophisticated compared to your previous generations of your nanotechnology. Okay, the next one, we have here the application of your nanotechnology. So again, when speak about the nanotechnology, you are just manipulating the atoms or particular molecules of materials. So pwede mo siyang apply in the following. So we have here the different applications of your nanotechnology as being identified by the UN Millennial Development Goal. So the first one, we have here applies to your energy storage, conservation, and we have also here the productivity. Sample for that, we have here the windmill, wherein the blade of that has been made of the epoxy containing your nano tubes. So since this one ang blade niya is made here from the nanotechnology, that would render that one to be stronger compared to the usual na blades of your windmill. Plus, medyo magaan siya, and that would enable it to rotate, mas mabilis ang pag-rotate, and therefore able to generate here more energy because of that. Next one, we have your agriculture, productivity and enhancement. And even here, we have here your pest control and detection. So application for agriculture, we have here, example, we have your nanosensors. So nanosensors is a sensor that would, number one, try to scan for the fertility or the quality of your soil. It could also scan or could also sense here for, like for example, for the condition of the plant or even your whatever crops it is, that will help you then to manage, alam mo kung may sakit ang plant or wala. So kung may sakit siya, that would enable the farmers to treat that one in order for that to have an increased yield of the crops. Another one, we have also here the nano capsules. So it's a capsule here that will help the farmers to deliver the herbicide to the plant. That's what it enable them to easily administer the herbicides. At the same time, that would also be delivered in homogeneous. Hindi yung konti yung iba, madami yung iba. So that will help here for the increased production of the crops. And also help here to deliver as well here for the drugs, for the livestock or for the animals, mga poultry products. Third one, application here, we have the water treatment and remediation. So we have here your iron nanoparticles as we could be added in your water that could help here purify your water by decomposing the organic impurities. So whatever impurities present in the water, so it could eventually parang filter. So I try to kill those mga bacteria or other organic or even solvents dissolved here on your water. Okay, another application of your nanotechnology in terms of health. So we have here disease diagnostic, screening, and monitoring. And also, we have also here the drug delivery system. In the case of your diagnostics here, so we could have your diagnostic nanotechnology-based diagnostic test kits. So most likely those are test kits which are much sensitive and much more specific. Like we have here different diagnostic test kits here, or agent, for example, molecular tests also applied for the tumor detection. So it would allows you to identify also the tumor here more than at an earlier stage compared for those other technology or other test kits. Another one, in terms of your drug delivery systems, you could also have your nanoparticles. We try to deliver the drugs or even the lights or even the heat at those cells in our body which are only disease. So like for example, diba? So like in the chemotherapeutic drug, compared with your chemotherapeutic drugs, like for example, the patient would have a leukemia. So chemotherapeutic drugs here try to kill both your normal and your abnormal cells. So of course here we don't want that even your normal cells will be killed by your drugs. So with that, you could have here some nanoparticles drugs that could help here kill only those cancer or tumor cells or disease cells by and at the same time sparing your normal cells, not affecting your normal cells. So better that will help here really the immune system of those diseased na patient or having that cancer, for example. Another one, we could also apply the nanotechnology in the food processing and storage. So one of that, we have here your nano composite based film crating that's being used for packaging of your food. Another one, we have antimicrobial nanoemulsions. So antimicrobial nanoemulsions, on the other hand, so that word, from the words of antimicrobial, so this is used here for killing the bacteria, for example, in your equipments, when you are packaging that one, when you are processing your foods. So another one, we have also here the nanotechnology-based sensors. So again, being sensors, it could help here identify the presence of your pathogens, able to sense that one, the presence of your infectious agents in your food. Then we have also here, in terms of the air pollution and the remediations, so we have your silver nanoclusters. The silver nanoclusters serve here as a catalyst that help here reduce your polluting byproducts when you are manufacturing your propylene oxide. So, nililinis nito ang air natin by removing your pollutants in the air. So your propylene oxide is being used to reduce your plastics, your paints, for example, and many others. So along the way, however, when you are manufacturing for that, like of course here, you try to emit pollution in the environment, then you could incorporate this silver nanoclusters that will help here then filter our environment with the pollutants. Another one in terms of the pollution here, so you could have your monoscale and nanoscale metals. So that's in the form of your ferric oxide. You can also have here your ferric nitride with the iron filing. So that could help also here remove environmental pollution contaminants. So its main function is try to reduce here your chlorinated solvents and even other contaminants in the environment. So that will help here um, um, clean our environment. Then for the field of construction, nanotechnology could also be applied here. So there are already some products here being utilized in the construction industry that try to utilize already the nanotechnology, like the one used here for construction of your, let's say, asphalt or even your glues or even housing surfaces. So they are being already built with the nanoparticles, so making that ones more durable and more stronger compared to the usual housing construction materials.